Hey everybody, welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We're talking about the next mightiest 7-star raid, which is going to be Ice Empoleon. Very easy, very quick. First off, I would like to say its ability is not Defiant, it's likely going to be competitive. So let's get started with our first Pokemon that we want to use. Well, that's a bit awkward. We are using Empoleon! So with Empoleon, a couple different things we want to know. Let's talk about the boss, then we'll talk about what we want to use. So with boss Empoleon, it can have Whirlpool, it can also have, let's go to Piplup because they don't have the egg moves here. It can have Yawn. Yawn and Supersonic are pretty scary things to see. I doubt we'll see Roost. We may see Aqua Ring, we may see Feather Dance. But if we see Feather Dance, that'll be good for us, and I'll tell you why in a bit. So with Empoleon, again, it's going to be Ice. We saw with Inteleon what an Ice Terra Pokemon can do. We also saw that with Iron Bundle, but that's a little different, because he's faster. So, Blizzard, probably. It'll probably have Snowscape. Ice Beam, probably. Those two are probably going to happen. Vacuum Wave, maybe. I think we will definitely see a move like, let's see, Steel. Yeah, so Steel Beam is a scary move. Deals damage, the user loses 50% of its HP. Steel Beam deals 50% of the damage to itself, the user. Steel Beam. 140 damage, 95 attack. It'll do 50% damage to the user. That's the drawback. We are dealing with a boss Pokemon that won't lose that much. When you see a Pokemon in a raid doing Flare Blitz, something crazy, it doesn't lose that much. I don't know, I mean, Mist is definitely possible, Whirlpool is possible, Swagger is also possible, which could be good for us, but we'll get to there. Icy Wind is also possible, Air Cutter, things like that. The normal things that would be super effective on an ice Pokemon. Fire, Fighting, Rock, Steel. Water move, Flying move, Fighting move. Like, these things that Empoleon would be scared of, he already covers. Water type, it's a natural water type. It'll probably have Hydro Pump, Surf, something that has less missing, probably Hydro Pump. Fighting move, as you saw, it had Air Slash, there we go, Air Slash, and it had something else, Air Cutter. These flinch, so that's not ideal, but there's a Pokemon I have in mind that can deal with that. Again, a Steel type Pokemon. There's not much Empoleon can really do. Brick Break, it's not going to run a physical set. It doesn't have that great of physical. Vacuum Wave, not ideal. But you can't use a fighting type Pokemon because of those flying type moves. And again, Empoleon is going to be very strong, but we can use that strength to our benefit. So Empoleon can be running things like, if we wanted to use it, it could be using Swords Dance, it could use Swagger, it could use Feather Dance like we saw with Piplup's egg moves. If it used Feather Dance, and we use Empoleon, we could stay at a neutral level stat loss, if you will. Let's take a look at Piplup, shall we? So, Feather Dance is going to lose 2 stages. So if we have competitive, that means we are not going to lose any special attack. If it uses Flash Cannon on us, we can lose special defense, but that means we get procced to boost our special attack by 2. So that's really good, that's really fun. Grass Knot is dangerous for us for some of the builds I'm going to suggest, and I'll tell you why in a bit, but that's essentially it for Empoleon. You can run either Leftovers or Shell Bell, but I would say, since he's already got a high special defense, you want to max HP and max special attack, and give it a nature that boosts special defense, lowers attack. Okay, so now let's get to the Pokemon we want to use. This guy. You saw him in my Iron Bundle video, so we're bringing him back. As you know, he's got a really good moveset. He's got a lot of things to his disposal. Iron Defense, Curse. I think does he get Curse? No, he gets Hammer Arm, which works well for what we could use. So Hard Press. Hard Press is a move where the more HP the opponent has, the more damage you're going to do. That's it. That's all you'll need. You could run either Shell Bell or Leftovers, but max special defense, max attack, if you really want to. I don't think Empoleon will run any physical moves, but Hard Press would be very good. Gyro Ball. The slower you are, the more damage you're going to do. Why is that good? Hammer Arm. Hammer Arm deals damage, but lowers the user's speed. So, if you did Hammer Arm 3 times, and then did Gyro Ball as your Steel Terra, of course, then you are going to be doing so much damage. The slower you are, the harder you hit. You can be doing Iron Defense, Body Press, Ideal Moveset. That's up to you. Light Screen. That's a move I think you'll definitely want to run. Anything else? Not really, but... Oh yeah. Metagross's weight.
Damn,
1,212 pounds. Heavy Slam. You are going to be doing so much damage. The user's weight plus... or divide by the target's weight. So, keep that in mind. 1,212 pounds. And we are also going to check out Empoleon's weight. 186. It's going to be over 120 power plus a stab. So, realistically, this is the guy you'll want to run. Again, Leftovers or Shell Bell. Nothing too crazy. Of course, we have to bring the 2 back that everybody loves. Goldango. For this one, standard moveset, you want to do Make It Rain. You want to do Nasty Plot, Recover, and you could add Steel Beam. That would be like your fallback move. You could do Steel Beam, Recover, Nasty Plot, Steel Beam, Recover, and then you'll be fine. But and of course you want to do your special defense, or you can do special attack, HP, special defense, nature. But the one you'll want to pair with if you have friends is Berserker. Berserker gets the ability Steely Spirit. Powers up ally steel type moves. Huh. Ain't that crazy? So, with Steely Spirit, say you have 3 other of these, and you have somebody who also does a steel type move that's very famous for doing a lot of damage but lower special attack. Make It Rain. With Berserker and Goldango, you are going to be doing a ton of damage. Do not do Metal Sound on Empoleon because you're going to give it more to work with its special attack boost that way. You want to do something like increasing your partner's special attack as much as they can. So you'll want to do things that'll improve them. I don't think he has any things that are going to really boost. But again, Berserker can do a lot with it. You can do Iron Head, you can do Iron Defense and Body Press. That'll probably be what you want to do. You can Fake Out and let's say you have 3 other Berserkers, right? You can let the others get things off that would also do a ton of damage. One does Sun, so that Empoleon can't stay in the snowscape for every time doing Blizzard spam over and over. Somebody can do Taunt. In case Empoleon has something to heal it with. Like if it has what's the move? Aqua Ring, which it may have. We may have the first, like, auto-healing boss. But, yeah, that's essentially all for Berserker. The next one, you know him. Annihilate. Annihilate is a fighting ghost type. This Pokemon is weak to flying type. So, you want to get off as much damage as possible in the shortest amount of time to get your Terra off. By doing whatever it takes, you're going to want to Terra to Ghost, because you want to do more damage, which with Rage Fist, you can do Steel, you can do Water. It's entirely subjective, but with Rage Fist, the more damage you're going to take, the more damage you're going to give off. You have access to Drain Punch, you have access to Sunny Day, you have access to Fire Punch. Yeah, that's ideally it. But with Annihilate, you have a lot of leeway. He has a really good special defense stat and a lot of HP, so you can do special defense, nature. You can do attack boosted, HP boosted, put the rest in special defense. Give him Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Rage Fist, and Sunny Day. And give him that Shell Bell, you'll be good. Let's see, who's the other one? Right. So Bronzong has the ability Heavy Metal. So you're going to be doubling your weight. 412, so that's 824 pounds. He also gets Heavy Slam, he also gets Body Press, he also gets Iron Defense. So those are really good. However, I don't think there's really much else you can do with him other than those moves. You could do Recycle and Nature Berry, which is like, there are berries that heal you more with the nature you have, which may not be a bad idea. You just get an instant heal right there. You could do Steel Beam too if you're really feeling it, but Iron Defense, Body Press, Heavy Slam with the ability, and Light Screen may be your best bet. One that I do like is Lucario. So, remember those flinching moves we were talking about earlier? So this applies. An issue with fighting and ground, I don't think they'll have him run Earthquake. But if they do, that could present a problem. Fighting, Vacuum Wave and Brick Break, but Vacuum Wave is more likely. With Lucario, he does have the ability Steadfast. Raises speed each time the Pokemon flinches. Inner Focus. He doesn't flinch. Those two, you want to try to see which one you like more. Empoleon does have access to Agility, so that is something to consider. But it's kind of irrelevant. Realistically, with this build, you want to do a mixed attacker until we know what this Empoleon's gonna do. So, max that special defense, max that HP, give it, what's it called? You can give it Aura Sphere and Drain Punch, give it Steel Beam, because it will heal as it does that damage. And you can build your stats up by doing Work Up. Work Up is such a good move. It boosts your attack and special attack. Another thing you can do is Life Dew, so you can heal your team and yourself. So, with what we have, he can resist the ice, and he can resist he can resist ice. He's normal water. Flying is fine. He's gonna resist steel moves. That's why I like Lucario so much for this. But you'll probably either, I would say, more leftovers than the Shell Bell, but that's kind of iffy. If we want another steel type, oh right, with the heavy steel Pokemon, let's just go back real quick. So Empoleon does have access to Grass Knot. Grass Knot inflicts greater damage on heavier opponents. So with Pokemon like with Pokemon like Metagross, weighing a ton, he does resist grass, but just be aware that is a possibility. There's really not many other options out there, because Empoleon being the only water steel Pokemon, it's kind of hard to say what will work the best. Water Pokemon that are just just plain water types. You could do like Inteleon with Sniper. I doubt that'll work as well, but let's just check out water types. So our water type Pokemon that we can look at, it is an ice Pokemon. So Azumarill can do Belly Drum and whichever move you want. You can do Liquidation and Play Rough, but it can only be Terra Water. I would not do Terra Fairy just because of the access to, you know, steel moves. You could do Swampert, but I don't think that'll be as good. Samurott actually could pull a lot of weight here. The Hisuian one, because with Sharpness and Sacred Sword, you can be doing a lot of damage. You also have Brick Break, but that's not going to get boosted up by Sharpness. I don't know if Smart Strike actually gets boosted. Oh, Sharp Horn. Yeah, you can do Smart Strike and Sacred Sword. Yeah, okay, so that's really good. No Urshifu, I don't think. I mean, you could do Water Urshifu because of the... Well, I think either one, really. But this one's going to resist more. With the resistance to... Let's see. Yeah, it resists Ice. It's weak to Flying. It resists Steel. Yeah, Water Urshifu could work really well. Because Surging Strike's really good move. It does get Drain Punch, which is also super good, so you can give yourself the Punching Glove to do more damage. Special Defense, not that great, but you can, if you want to build an Urshifu, you could do that. However, I would suggest probably not. Yeah, I think that really hits all of them, guys. So please, if you do this raid, please let me know which Pokemon you use. Share the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.